The ones that I think would never do me like that, they end up doing me like that, buddy. Every girl that you want to be with, bro, has got... Oh! If a woman is portraying a good girl to you or saying that she's not like that or she doesn't do that, bro, honestly, you're just not that guy. She doesn't love you. She's gonna stop loving you. YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Cry. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Cry. Today I'm going to share with you guys 3 things I wish I knew sooner about women. So let's get right into it, man. The number one thing that I wish I knew sooner about women is there's no such thing as a good girl. There is no good girl, right? I was messing with this chick, man, and she was a virgin, right? She had a couple of boyfriends, but she really was set on having sex when she got married. She was dealing with like some niggas, like I ain't no hating ass nigga. Like she was dealing with some dudes that was that nigga before me, right? But she never wanted to do it to him for whatever, well, for the reasons that I just mentioned, right? And she always had a crush on me, but I never really liked her because she was pretty, but she wasn't all the way my type. Like, it was some things that I'm not gonna say that I just didn't prefer, right? But later on in life, you know, as we got older, you know, we would talk, we would flirt, you know what I'm saying? We would link up sometimes. And this one time she came to see me in college, and she was trying to have sex with me, fellas. The good girl, right? I didn't do it though, right? Then another time I linked up with her, like, so I'm talking to her like, you really want to do it? Like, you sure you want to do it? She like, yes, I want to do it, right? So I've seen both sides of the coin, fellas, and that's why I'm telling you guys this, right? I've been the guy that a woman have said like, no, I'm not like that, I'm not doing that, and I've been the nigga that has had women break the rules for. Fellas, if a woman is portraying a good girl to you or saying that she's not like that or she doesn't do that, bro, honestly, you're just not that guy. It's one of two things, man. Either one, you're not that guy, or two, she is trying to leave the whole phase. She is trying to be a changed woman, right? It's either one of them two things, fellas, I'm telling you, right? Typically 25 plus, they're trying to be a new woman. They had their whole phase. They was wilding out in college. They was wilding out in high school. They don't want to be like that no more. They want to settle down. So they'll portray this good girl image. But there is no such thing as a good girl. Either you just not a good girl no more, or you're just not that guy, buddy. Period. I've seen both sides of the coin. There is no good girl. Get it out your fucking brain, dog. Get it out. Every girl that you've been with, bro, every girl that you want to be with, bro, has got... Oh! Skeeted on, dog. Every girl, bro. There is no good girl. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I would have knew this sooner, man, because I was putting a lot of girls on a pedestal. And even before the virgin chick that I was telling y'all about, I learned this from my female friends, man. I used to be really close with a lot of female friends. Not no more these days. But I used to have a few female friends. And, you know, I'm very observant, you know what I'm saying? And they always was so good girly and naive, you know, talking to niggas, around niggas. But, you know, when they was behind closed doors with me and, you know, our other friends, like, the real them came out, right? So, fellas, I just want y'all to know, man, like, stop putting women on this pedestal, bro. Stop believing the lies. Don't hate them for it, though. You know what I'm saying? Just accept it. That's just what it is, fellas. There is no good girl. It doesn't exist, man. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry. The second thing that I wish I knew sooner about women is that there is no such thing as unconditional love. There is no unconditional love. Unconditional love is, it doesn't matter what's going on. You could be broke. I could lose my legs. You know what I'm saying? I could stop speaking English, right? I could lose, my skin could change the color and you still gonna love me. It doesn't work like that, fellas. everything is conditional. Everything is like a business transaction, right? In a business transaction, I'm gonna give you some money and then you're gonna give me a product, right? That is love with women, right? The only unconditional love is with your mother, unfortunately, man. And growing up, man, that's the first love you receive from unless you don't have your mother in your life, God forbid. But if you have your mother in your life, that's the first love that you receive. So a lot of times the mistake that men make early on, that I made, is that you think that that is the norm. You think, oh shit, like I'm about to get that from a girl. Like that's the norm, but it's not, fellas. I had to learn this the hard way a few times, right? It's whatever, like, regardless of how much you think a girl loves you, regardless of how much you think a woman loves you, you have to be providing some type of value for her, right? You have to be providing leadership. You have to be providing provision. You have to be providing financially. You have to be giving her experiences. All of these things you have to be doing. You have to be leading her, right? You have to be helping her. If you're not doing those things, she doesn't like, bro, she doesn't love you. She's going to stop loving you. It's no such thing as unconditional. I promise you. She's getting something back in return, right? I've had instances in my life where certain things have stopped with women, or certain things, I wasn't doing certain things, right? And then the relationship went left. The talking stage went left, right? And women, they live in the present, bro. They live in the moment. So you could be providing value for 8 days straight, and then days 9 and 10, you slow down a little bit, right? That's what they're gonna remember. You know what I'm saying? So you have to continuously provide value, for them to give you love. That's just what it is. Don't be mad at it. Just accept it, right? Just accept it. Because honestly, fellas, if I was a girl, I'd be the same way. I'm not fucking with a nigga that's not doing nothing for me, right? So can't blame them for it. You just got to accept it and stop expecting that unconditional love that you get from your mother from them, right? Another thing, too, that goes along with this, man, stop telling your girl everything. Stop opening up to your girl. That's number 3, matter of fact, bro. You can't open up to your girl, right? They don't want to know that shit. They don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Women will say, I want my man to open up. I want my man to be open to me. I want my man to cry on my shoulder. I want my man to be soft with me. Bro, no, they don't. No, the fuck they don't. Consciously they do, but subconsciously they don't, bro. If you come to a woman, bro, I'm about to give y'all an example, bro. Y'all know the story. I lost my job probably like 5 months ago, right? Darkest time of my life, right? Going through all of this stuff. I could have went to my girl every day like, babe, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to pay this, how I'm going to pay that. Bro, she would have looked at me crazy, bro. Like, she would have dried up, right? She would have dried up. And you got to be careful, too, because some women, not all women, sometimes, like, if you do open up to people or you do open up to them, they'll use it against you later on down the line, right? Or they'll be in the group chat telling, y'all getting in one argument, she telling all her friends in the group chat, right? So you can't open up to women, bro. You feel me? I wouldn't even open up to your female friends, man, because a lot of times your female friends, they'll give you advice from a woman's perspective, and that's not the advice you need, bro. You need some logical advice from a man most instances, right? So that's one thing I had to learn, man, is you can't open up to women. The last thing that I learned, man, I'm giving y'all a bonus. The last thing that I learned, that I wish I knew sooner, is that there's always another guy, buddy. Not only are there more women than men on earth, but think of the things that we value in women, a pretty, feminine, caring, nurturing, submissive, God-fearing. I'm just naming the things that I value. Beautiful, right? There are more of those than what women value in a man, right? Certain height, certain income, certain status, right? Certain caliber, right? Those men are hard to find. That's like the top 5 to 10% of a man, right? So one thing that you have to realize, fellas, is that even if a woman can't get a man like that, bro, she has what we call orbiters, right? And all the orbiter is a man who is basically a simp, bro. Basically telling her what she want to hear, giving her compliments, all up in her DMs all the time, always trying to link up, right? There's always that guy, right? For single women, right? Then in relationships, women that are in relationships, buddy, you better stay up to par. And I'm gonna tell you why, because she knows who the backup is. She knows if you fuck up, who gonna slide in there, buddy. I promise you, man. I've been talking to women, it don't work out. Next thing I know, they done moved on. Right? And it's always the ones that I really like. It's never the ones that I never gave a fuck about, they don't ever move on fast. It's always the ones that I like. The ones that I think would never do me like that, they end up doing me like that, buddy. Right? So women always have a backup. There's always another guy. It's very competitive out here, fellas. When you meet a chick, she already has 1 to 2 dudes. I'm not saying that she's sleeping with them. I'm just saying that there's 1 to 2 dudes trying to take that spot. And she may be sleeping with them. Right? You always have to keep that in mind. And one thing, fellas, man, if you're a single guy and you're just meeting a girl, you don't have to do no crazy ass investigations to find this out. Like shit, women are an open book, man. Like at least that's been my experience. Like I've been around women, man, and they just talk talk themselves out of getting a relationship out of me. They telling themselves, right? I remember I was messing with this chick, man, or I was about to mess with this chick. Met her at the gym, and she was talking to me, man. And I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I know niggas be up here trying to talk to you, you know what I'm saying? Just playing, conversating, being playful. She like, only one dude. I'm like, oh, okay. She like, what about you? I'm like, nah, not really, man. I just be keeping to myself, which was the truth at that time. And so I seen her another day, right? So I'm playing with her. I'm like, when the last time you seen your boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, yo, she like, which one? Playing. She was playing though. And I'm like, yo, gym boy. And she was like, it just didn't work out, you know, but we're still cool, we're still cordial. I'm like, damn, like, what happened type shit. So she ended up telling me what happened. Basically, fellas, the nigga that she was fucking with at the gym before she approached me, stopped talking to her because she had fucked another dude at the gym, right? So not only, you know, it was this women, you know, giving off promiscuous vibes, like you fucking niggas as friends and shit at the gym. But two, when I first met you, you told me that you wasn't fucking no, you only messed with one nigga at the gym. So you really messed with two. You get what I'm saying, fellas? Like it's and that goes to my first one. She was trying to portray that good girl image, ended up telling on herself, right? But women do that all the time, man. They do that all the time. Don't hate them for it. Just accept it. It is what it is, doggy. We still love women. I love women. But it's very important to learn the game, man, or like you will get finessed, doggy. There's always another guy. Even if you're in a relationship. That's why it's so important. That's why I preach self-improvement, fellas, because like it's always especially depending on what city you in. Like there is another guy. There's always a guy with a better physique. There's always a guy with more money. There's always a guy with more status. There's always a guy that can provide her better experiences, right? And now we in the realm of social media, right? So, nigga, anybody can DM your girl, right? Your girl can follow verified niggas. Like it's very easy these days, fellas. That's why you have to stay sharp at all times, bro. You can't never get too comfortable, right? So those are the 4 lessons that I wish I knew sooner about women, man. And if I would have knew these sooner, man, I would have stayed away from a lot of the, heartache that made me who I am today, man. But it's very important to know these things so you know how to navigate, man. But that's the video for today, man. I love y'all. Peace.